LALECHELALECHELALECHELALECHE. Parity, not patriarchy. Past, present, futures. Here's we are again. The Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General's Co-Secretary, and various most special s'mores, as Comingsz, various most Soons. That's what we like to call ourselves, all of us, everyone's, including Hughes. But in order to connect our names archetypally to hers and histories of this, our homes, and all our planets, past, present, futures, we also call ourselves other names archetypally, such as, including ever young goddesses and gods. Now, does that mean we're trying to become a pantheon above others? No, of course not. What we are delivering is divine democracies, so that all the Elohas and Elohims, all the Eli circles and arrowways, all the females and males, shells and cans and shells, comes together again, back and forth, in circles, times, and balance, and context, for heavens on this and all our earths in context. Now, does that in any way suggest we're trying to usurp the ever-loving, ever-living authorities and powers of the one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe? No, of course not. There is only one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe, ever-present in all creations and all sustainings, including us and alls that we knows and has ever knowns and shalls ever knowns, past, present, futures, alls our families, communities, any's, everyone's, and alls and everyone's of our families, communities, all the females reparatively and all the females and males equally reparatively, and all the flora and fauna that God has given us to co-stewards and appreciates. And so we says, Namaste, the divines with us, the divines within yous and alls, and we says, Mikotuya, or Yasin, Mikotuya, consider alls. We are alls related, we are any's and alls, and everyone's alls related, and because we know as this we are as alls related, with shells and cans and shells come together again, back and forth, in circles, times, and balance, the contact, 4 sevens on this and all, or it's contact. And we also says the lights within us, greets the lights within yous and alls, Comingsz, Chrisztsz, Amas, Paxis, Baval, Chaim, Shalom, Sol, Salam, Mir, Pache, Ubuntu, back and forth to better control, leaves before the after durigs, Namastes, Chinquays, Mercies, Chow, Shlanzvags, Sayonara's, Das Vidanyas, Cheerios, good days, and all languages of all lands, shortage and used and continents and beyonds, because space-time is not linear, so the all says, let's it loves and it lives ever young, longest, and prospers, everyone's on all on this and all our planets, heavens on this and all our earths and context. And we also says this because we know that we are all created of star stuff, and because we are instigating in our ways of loving and living and learnings the ancient kindness and wisdoms of ancient epochs, especially the very lengthy Magdalenian era, egalitarian era, and of course, Atlantis, Thrace, also called the Thrace, Hesperides, Atlantides, Pleiades, Ubuntu, back and forth, these are Vedic, Druidics, and Moors. So we've all become reborn, nativities, and always risen springs over young adults. And so therefore we also call ourselves other names, such as Co-White Cap Pueblo Women's, Co-Change Women's, Co-Iroquois, Goddess Clan Mothers, in fact, Co-Sister Casinas, and Co-Cousin Brothers, nieces and nephews and nieces of the clans and gens. And we also call ourselves, therefore, Co-Sky Women's, Co-Earth Women's, Co-Spider Women's, Co-Kachinas, Co-Katsinas, Co-Zorishas and Yamayas, Co-Avishkaseros, Kuan Yin's Buddhas, Co-Zaoshans, Co-Mamadi, Co-Avishkaseros, Kuan Yin's Buddhas, Co-Zaoshans, Messiahs, and Co-Couszmic Chrisztsz. Now, don't let these words intimidate you. In ancient languages, they simply use translates to anointed. Anointed to do what? To reconnect the divine feminines and divine masculines. Now, as cosmically used, verse heavens on this and all earths. It is divine democracies. So, therefore, we also call ourselves other names, such as always Christmases, always holy nativities, and always the springs, New Year's. We call ourselves co-New Year babies. We call ourselves co-Cupids, and co-Secretary Generals, co-Secretarians, co-Psyches, and Uroses, co-Stellarians, and co-Easterarians. That is co-Easterarians and co-Easterarians, because we are combining the messages of Shushan, that is the 50-50 promise fulfilled and delivered, with that of the Galilee, that is the Magdalens and Nazarenes equally, all the females reparatively, and all the females and males equally reparatively of all the apostles, families, communities, and connecting them to their ancient heritages, of course, of the Venusians and Mayans of Atlantis, of Thrace, Hesperides, Atlantides, Pleiades, Ubuntu, back and forth, and Least, Vedic, Druidics, and more. So then we call ourselves very real Sundays, and let us know holy ones and sacred risens of reborns and nativities, and always ever risen springs, ever young adults. And the last that shall be first go first, Stevens, very real Stargate, Star Trek, 30 Peace Cultures, for heavens on the solar earths and context. Now it sounds like a daunting task to go occurringly open the Stargates and the Akashic Records for borns and innocent humanities, heavens on this world, and wealth of souls, but actually it's easily accomplished. Here's the numerical rule, which you can read at 50/50 now.wordpress.com, and just next to it read the 11 steps for easily accomplished strategies for making awesome sows. You can also see a page on the website called Amongst the Representatives. Use, because use two shells and Kens and shells joins us, becoming Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General SPRINGSZ, and we'll win this time. This afternoon, you'll see our names and pictures there, and yours too. We have our family trees, and yours, some ones that picture friends, and we start genealogically. First go first, of course, with our great and grandmothers, and then equally all the Shekinahs, all the women of our families currently, and then especially, so essentially for co-leadings, and starting fresh, our younger generations, and over the starting, our younger generations of Allahs and Elohims, our circles that are always female, outside males. So you'll see our names and pictures there, and we'll say some of them, we can't say all of them. We have, you're going to say, and Queen Esther, and all the Iroquois, God's clan mothers, and Coastal British, Cocotas and brothers, nieces, nephews, and gens, including also Virginia Valanchik, New Times, Lydia, and of course Barbara Herschel, and going back a little, Barbara Herschel and Lydia Costanza, and of course all the young couples there, and of course we have our co-workers that couple and Myrtle with me for all. And especially Martha, Patricia, Sunflowers, and equally Martha, Myrtle, and Sophie, and Emily, Singing Crickets, the Loyalies, and Sophie, and lots more there. And of course, we have our religious families. We have our Amazing Graces, Belindas, Mabels, Lillian, Gaellas, and Gorgies, and Josephines, and Anns, and lots more there. And of course, we have our Lights families, our Bonnie and Sylvies, lots of there. We have our Rancher and Escalarian families, with this Hannah's and Allen's, more there. And of course, there's some Georgia Avengers and ours. We have our Rancher Twining, Venusians, and Mayans, our Magdalens and Nazarenes, Strand Libertinos, Trailers, lots more there. And especially Terry Harriet, Radiant Raiders, Harry Harriet, traveling back and forth in Silver Sun, Craig, Human, Jacqueline, Fresh, Internet, Richard Rosker, Marie Grimm, Pepper Grimm, and all the graces, George Grimm, George's, Kitchen, the lessons of the Wizards of Oz, the All-Star. With Alina and Leona and Jenny and Legatum and Rachel Wilson, High of Stargate's families, Barbara's, and lots more. I have with you Hopeless, Kenjins, and Sheldons, and Yangs, and Nolan's families, and the same Malka and Shirley, of course. And of course, we have our current generations of females, our Astros, Rachel's, and Anna Marie's, and Juliana Equals, our Jen and Flirs, our Diaz Divines, our Barbaras, and Georgines, and lots more there. And of course, our younger generations, we have our, and our Chikus, and we have our Transvals, and our younger generations, we have our April's Arisen, Love's Arisen, Virgin Louise, Ultimate Ediths, Hesper's Love, Stakes on the Stars, Sorcerer's Swatters, Alighting Leaves, Rich Maurice, Daniel Gigliotte, Alighting Leaves, and Vanessa Sally, our Hannah's Wesley, Benjamin John's Brothers, Nelson Gurley, and Ross Benjamin, and Blessed Heaven, which are going to be very, 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 everybody's blessings. Thank yous.